Ghouls, they came in, they did not accommodate the meta. They went with their own style and they got 4 clean wins so far. This is their last set.
Yep, let's take a look at the, remember to catch every battle stream like Craig, get unlimited data for all apps with Gila Unlimited GX30 only with you mobile. But before that here, we are going to be heading in towards the drafts very, very shortly here. But as of now, what are your thoughts here? Like, we have to take a look at the schedules, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, for the Burmese Ghouls, at least I feel like, like I mentioned, they have their own meta. They came in, they had Jawhead, they had Ministar, these heroes that we just don't normally see. But Burmese Ghouls, these are the picks that I feel like does break the game, and in a good way, because everyone is just confined to this textbook play. We go for the Hylos, we go for the Grob, we go for the Damus, Masha. Burmese Ghouls, they show up and be like, we don't play by the rules, and we are winning because of that.
Oh yeah, speaking of which as well, during their interview as well, they brought up a very solid partner as well. Panda plays, he was one of the MVPs for MSC 2018 with the Jawhead, so he's definitely a comfort hero here. He's no stranger to hero. And a lot of people may not, a lot of people tend to underestimate the power of Jawhead. He brought it into the meta. Maybe, we might see a couple of teams start to incorporate some of the styles here coming from Burmese Ghouls, but they are definitely a team we got to be watching out for, especially coming from them. But Team GOSU, they are on the edge here. They've seen how Burmese Ghouls took down Axis Esports 2-0, also took down the guys from Candy Comeback 2-0. So Team GOSU, they were on a whiff as well. They were on a close call against Candy Comeback early on in game number 1. They almost lost as well. A little bit of mistake here, but they managed to capitalize on the situation and go in for the win in game 1. So hopefully now they've gathered some thoughts here. Why? Because this is going to be the draft phase here, going up against Burmese Ghouls.
Yeah, Team GOSU, they played from behind during their previous series against Candy Comeback, and because they somehow came back in what felt like an impossible situation, now they're feeling hyped up. This is the last game. Ken Ray in the previous interview said that it's time for Team GOSU, it's time for us to bring out a trump card. I'm excited to see what the trump card is.
Yeah, speaking of the trump cards as well, I like how we are matching teams as well. Blue team, red team, and we have one on the blue side. So Burmese Ghouls my team here.
Yeah, I mean, I can settle with Team GOSU. They look like fun guys. And especially, you look at the camera right now. This particular guy, he loves the camera. He's having fun. His expression is just amazing. But now it's all about seriousness. It's all about trying to bag these wins. They need a clean 2-0 to stay alive in this group stage, or else they will be out. And unfortunately, it's against the strongest team that they have to face so far.
Well, it's not unfortunate here, because why? They will be making the history here if they manage to take down the win here. But as of now, Burmese Ghouls opening things off with the Hylos pick. GOSU will pick off the Masha and also the Grok themselves here. I'm not too sure how they're going to be playing this here, but at the same time, we've seen some quick succession so far. But PV and DV, also known as Panda apparently. I didn't realize it, but it's apparently Panda coming from PV and DV. So Burmese Ghouls, Jawhead, that is going to be his signature over there. Kid001 with the famed Lunox as well. Pretty standard stuff coming from Burmese Ghouls, and not too sure if Team GOSU has an answer to that. And it seems to me they are going to be picking the Valor.
Yeah, the problem that Burmese Ghouls present, at least to this group, is the fact that they have Jawhead, one of the most successful heroes that Panda played, and other than that, they have the Ministar that have yet to shown after that one game. But this particular Jawhead is the problem for the drafting phase, because you can't just simply dedicate a ban to Jawhead because you open up so much. If you ban a Jawhead, you're opening up the 2 other priority picks that it's just not worth to kind of surrender to Burmese Ghouls. So they are most likely going to get that Jawhead almost every single game. And the only way for any team, even for any team, not just Team GOSU, to deal against the Jawhead is to find a way to play around what Burmese Ghouls wants to achieve. And no team has ever done that just yet.
Yeah, that's something we have to figure out later on here. But hopefully, if Team GOSU figure this out, they will be able to overcome this here. But the carry has been banned here. They are going to be playing a double tank composition, which is going to be super tanky here. Now they have the Grok. Masha is kind of one of those heroes that do really well. But Kimmy is kind of bad as well. So we're looking at a limited pool in terms of marksmen here coming from both teams. So Cloud is still in the pool. Granger definitely for sure. Is Team GOSU going to be playing Granger? We shall see, because right now they have the Valor pick. So Burmese Gold may consider taking the Lolita and then transition into maybe the Chang'e as well. But seems to me, Team GOSU will be picking the Bruno for themselves.
Yeah, they definitely want to score a goal for this series. Bruno has been picked twice. This is going to be the third time we see Bruno on the battlefield. And I actually had a little chat with the broadcaster for the Malay broadcast this morning. I chatted with Admas. We talked about how actually there's an abundance of marksmen that each team can go for, but because we're focused so much on carry, we're focused so much on that Granger, we kind of left out that there's Bruno and there's even Moskov that can be picked if the situation calls for it.
Well, yeah, that is something that is going to be a niche thing here as well. When you talk about the Moskov, right? But I feel like it's kind of out of meta just because all these other teams is able to bring out such an early aggression, right? Like Moskov is kind of a little bit late towards the later stage game here. Even Bruno was something that I was really shocked of coming from Burmese Ghouls that they actually pulled it off because it takes too long to come online. Like, yes, you have this early Creed aggression here, but you need to set things up for teams. But that's the whole point of marksman, right? I agree with you say Moskov can be played, but I feel like in terms of meta-wise, in terms of mobility, you know, for me, I think Bruno will be a safer choice in that sense. But I don't know, you know, I don't think this Bruno is going to be able to do much, at least for a good solid first 6 minutes of the game. Yeah, you definitely need time. It's something like the carry, something like the Moskov, right? It's all about the build-up. The Claude as well falls into almost the same category. Oh, yeah.
But Burmese Ghouls will lock in that Baxia as that last pick. We've not seen too much success on this hero just yet. The only team that's been able to pull off an amazing Baxia game was our RQ against Evo's SG, while as what I believe Tutu said, a direct counter to the high loss.
Definitely here, but in this case here, there's not much counter to work with here. Burmese Gold, they had the Baxia for themselves. Not too sure how. Okay, maybe the Baxia is great. Okay, that's the thing, right? We've always focused on his passive ability here, which counters off whatever healing that's going to be dished out. It's kind of like a free Necklace of Durance or Sea Hilbert in these regards. But we're talking about cutting back lines here. If you pay attention to Team GOSU's draft, all of their drafts kind of have this really annoying heroes to catch with. In this case would be the Valir. So, you know, to close the distance, I agree with what Gideon says as well. Baxia is kind of like a rip-off version of Johnson. So you kind of dodge your way through to the backlines and try to pick on off themselves. So I think that's kind of game plan here from Burmese Ghouls, but that's the whole point. They had the Jawhead initially, right? Yeah, and the Jawhead is a threat on his own. He does not have to purposely rush in with that ultimate and get a pick off or rush in and eject someone into his team. The fact that Jawhead is in the vicinity, in proximity of the GOSU cores makes him a big enough threat that GOSU might just hesitate to pull the trigger. But again, against this Jawhead, because the nature of this hero is aggressive, you might want to take the fight straight to Burmese Ghouls. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, here, this is going to be the fourth series for today. It's going to be Burmese Ghouls going up against Team GOSU from the USA and also from Myanmar, coming in from Burmese Ghouls. Yeah, and Lady Liberty is definitely watching this series right now. USA, Team GOSU, the first tournament for MLBB, their first championship as a team, and they are in this predicament, this deciding series against Burmese Ghouls, topping that Group B. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be fun to watch. Yes, definitely here. But Panda will be on the off-lane role here. He's going to OB himself. He does have the high and dry assassin emblem here. And he's going to try to buy a little bit of time here. But Team GOSU, he's going to be trying to steal off this buff. Nicely done here from Kendry. And I don't think he's going to get punished here. But here comes Ice with the stun. Here comes the follow-up from Kid001. The flicker from Kendry. He's going to buy time here. Apparently, I think he's going to get picked off, but Burmese Ghouls didn't ignore him. He's going to get out. There's no point wasting time trying to chase down this Masha. She does have the mobility. She has the extra movement speed, and it's just way too much of a hassle to try and catch her off. And Team GOSU, they're doing what Burmese Ghouls did this morning to Team Axis. They got that first turret in under a minute and a half. Perfectly done by Team GOSU. Well, before that here, for those of you watching here, there is going to be a redemption code for you to redeem some skins or some prizes here. This is the code for you guys. Type in right now. There's going to be a limited amount here for those of you trying to redeem it here. But as of now, remember to redeem here, but hold that thought for now because on the top side here, Panda Going for a dive here, but unfortunately doesn't seem to be able to connect those ejector here. However, Breezy in some trouble. Here comes the darkness here. He's going to go for the catch here. And how will they do this?
And Basic is going to go in, has the Phantom Steed, runs out at the last second, but it's okay. And I want to point out what Basic did with that Leomon. It was perfectly done. So Panda tried to go in for the eject. He got the Steed, he knocked Panda back, cancelled the eject animation to avoid getting tossed back into the incoming Burmese Ghouls. But that will give the blue team, the Turtle at least, and Team GOSU, at least they did not lose a single member.
Yep, you can see Roly Boly here. He's going to try and find a target here. He has the information to work with. He saw 2 members from side of Team GOSU. In this case, maybe, maybe he's in some trouble here. Revitalize that and try and buy a little bit of time for the rest of the teams to set this up. But unfortunately, gets picked off here. Mistakes were made. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. But Kid 001, he wants to retaliate. But well, looks like he seems to be disengaging this fight.
Oh, Team GOSU, they say they're bouncing back. We look at the replay for just now. Maybe completely caught out. Not his fault though. Team GOSU, they came in with a perfect collapse to make sure that he was not able to use that glorious pathway to get out. And because of that, Team GOSU managed to stall out Burmese Ghouls' aggression.
Yep, speaking of which, we see a little bit of harassment coming from Burmese Ghouls. They want to contest the blue buff now. And Team GOSU, how are they going to respond to this? Stun on towards maybe, but at the same time, oh no, Ice! He was trying to go back, but unfortunately gets cancelled here. And Kenry being sneaky again, trying to steal off the blue buff for himself, but it seems to me he's going to make his attempt here. He knows Kid 001 needs the buff, but forces a flicker. Kenry, is it going to be alright? Here comes the glorious buff with the stun. 2-man connection here, but the team gets picked off here because Basic from the side, Team GOSU, they steal the blue buff, they take him down, and now they are split up. How will they do this?
And his Team GOSU managed to pick up the Lunofs in the beginning, which pick up one coin in the beginning means that Boomers go, they're running out of gas. Panda tries to go in and to make something happen, not able to do so, and now Ice as the Boxer has to retreat immediately. Polo is there as the backup for Team GOSU, and just great execution from the American squad.
Wow, Kenry with the baits here, space created all by himself, and Burmese Ghouls, they definitely weren't expecting such an aggressive Marsha coming in here. And usually we always see the split push potential, but Kenry is making full use of those abilities that Marsha has to offer, the invulnerabilities to buy time for the team, and it's working out for them. And as of now, Team GOSU, they're a 700 goal lead overall compared to Burmese Go. Pretty 50-50, but as of now, Ice, Ice
again caught out, has a glorious pathway. This time the revitalize, actually keeping him alive. So Team GOSU not able to get anything in return, but Kid now joins the fight. Maybe finding that pick onto Polo, forcing him back. Breezy is now isolated from the rest of his team as Ace tries to go for the chase. Not able to get that, but Turtle is up. Burmese Ghouls, the second turtle will be the target. Team GOSU this time, they might be ready to collapse as they immediately flawless duet, but Ace, way too ambitious, will be picked up, and this time for Team GOSU to try back. Basic dropping low, but able to stave off Burmese Ghouls on that turtle attack. Team GOSU again, perfect patience.
That was ridiculous crit coming from the Leomon and the Bruno as well. As soon as his HP dropped below the 30% mark, one swing and Ace was taken out here. A little bit late with the revitalize there, but a nice call there, nice reactions coming from Team GOSU, and currently they are in the lead with the Marsha, and Team GOSU, they're on the chase with the Phantom Steed now.
Kid again being called out for the 3rd time, and that is a killing spree for Basic. Gets the pushback onto Ice. Here comes Ace, goes right in, tries to deal the damage, but they're not able to do so. Glorious parry for maybe though. Maybe this is the chance for Burmese Go, but for them it's just a retreat call. They are signaling the red flag. They're not going to take this fight against Team GOSU.
Yep, they're going to be playing this a little bit safe here. Burmese Ghouls, they are losing in terms of economy, but the gold buff once again. Team GOSU, they want to contest this, but will they be able to? Your Demon Hunter sword up on towards the Marsha already here, and Ice tried to pick off into his Valer, but unfortunately doesn't seem to connect the dot. And
I want to take this quick moment to just commend what Kenry is doing. He's feeling really good on this Marsha after that previous series against Candy comeback. He's creating so much space. This jaw hit by Panda, he was supposed to go around following the rest of the Ghouls, create space, but because of Kenry, Jawhead Panda is stuck in the same lane for the longest time ever. Kenry is just walking away with Grand Theft Auto in the jungle, in the lane, and Burmese goes, they want to force this fight. Glorious pathway, and the flawless duet straight into the backline. Polo gets caught out. Breezy is going to melt as well. Ace, this initiation is not as ambitious, and it will pay off. Now Basic going to jump in, try to fight this Claw, but Claw will get to safety. General has to retreat as well, and Burmese go. My 4 team goes to the bow down to them. They'll settle for 2 kills, and they'll lose 1 in return.
What a huge blazing blazing to it there coming from Ace. Very ambitious, but definitely Team GOSU wasn't expecting a fully stacked Cloud there. And you can see this engagement from the backlines. Blazing to it, cuts out 2 to 3 members. Everyone was dropping so low. Basic was caught out as well, which gave them kind of a slight edge here, but nice save. They come from General, but just zoning off 007. They wanted the objectives, unfortunately. Oh, the stun from Panda. He tried to go for a stun.
Oh,
however,
Ice. Again, call out. You have the Revitalize to keep him alive. Glorious Pathway is there, and Law and Order on top of Breezy. Breezy will flicker to safety. General hitting that soccer ball onto Ace 07 will send him back to the rest of his team. But again, Team GOSU, they had this issue against the series when they were playing against Axis Esports. The front line was split from the course, and that was exactly what happened in the fight, that Ace saw an amazing opportunity for that flawless duet. Hopefully Team GOSU noticed that and will rectify it in the upcoming fights.
Well, maybe, but at the same time here, Ace 007, he's got a brand new golden staff now. This Cloud is going to slowly but surely hit like a truck. Kenray, he's going to try and solo Jawhead all by himself out on the Panda, but the blue buff, once again, Team GOSU, they want to reset this fight, and Burmese Goals, they want to contest this here. Nice wall block there, and unfortunately, no contestants coming from Burmese Goals now.
Team GOSU, they might go for the clash right now. They see the opportunity. Kenray, he knows he can fight, and Burmese Goals, they know they can't. So Team GOSU, again, forcing Burmese Goals back. They're playing it slow and meticulous. First for today, first for Team GOSU at least, and Burmese Goals, they're finding it slightly hard to penetrate the red team.
Well, seems to me right now they are respecting each other's boundaries here. The blue buff has always been contested from both sides here, and Burmese Goals, they want to make an engagement here, and wall charge away. Space created coming from Breezy. 007 is going to clear out the mid lane, but the Lord is going to be up for grabs. Ice going to roam his way through, open up the map a little bit more to get those information to try to catch out one of the members, maybe even some of the members from inside Team GOSU. Will they be able to do that? That's going to be the question, but we know Lord is going to be the objective coming in from both sides now.
Team GOSU, they actually set up the top minion wave, so they don't have to worry about that particular lane for now, and the entirety of their attention is going to be focused on that lower area. And Burmese Goals know that. They know that they have to protect this lower area, and the fantasy does come out. Ice call out once again, Glorious Pathway, and Rejuvenate does keep the Bugs there alive, but now Burmese Goals, time for the re-engage. Here comes Panda trying to look for a target, and he will find a Violet. Polo though does survive, and that means that Panda is isolated from Resident Evil. Great wild charge from Breeze through the fire. Is unstoppable for basic response.
Oh wow, Burmese Goals try to die. Ice does not have the damage all one. Great attempt there from the Team GOSU here. They punish Panda for that misplay and did not get the kill from
001. Got picked up 3 times in a row by Basic in the Leomo is here's the pick. Does not always able to scale, and you given GOSU will
win on the mark. Time here to get one shot that down now.
And he will find a kill on the Valley first, and here comes Panda with the eject on top of Basic. And it's the
Those so far kills here keep up in terms of momentum. So they need to find a way to apply the pressure if that right now from our Team GOSU.
And if you are on the map, now he's diverting the resources from die, but it's bought enough space, and hopefully this is worth for Team GOSU.
It's high space, but to open up the map, and that's done. But as of now,
Basic's not gonna make it out. It's gonna be the engage for the right. Miss Gold collapse. minute wave out. They concede this Lord as he will go over to this here and blast. But can he get no?
Nice. Burmese goes to make that retaliation, but Team GOSU, Kenry, they're in some trouble now because why he's getting as well with the darkness here. But unfortunately, a little bit too quick there, like you said, with the Wind Talker as well. But score, they're gonna try. There's not yet. Gonna try and capitalize in all this situation. Team GOSU, how will they fight this year? They need to wait for the Brood General to actually come online now.
Yeah, the later the game goes, the better it is for Team GOSU. The first time that this team tied as well. However, Burmese Ghouls, because of that lore, they can easily go for this siege. You can see they're pushing 1 and 4, 2 lanes, getting pressured at the same time. This is where Kenry is going to do what he does best. Split push the bottom lane, hope that his team can hold it, but Burmese Ghouls might not let that happen. Breezy immediately ejected to the back of the Burmese Ghouls team, has to wild trap to safety, and that A007 will make sure that this should be the final push. Kenry does final touches from Burmese Ghouls, and they will.
Why? Oh my, that was a close call there from Team GOSU. Run for their money, and because of that, you saw for them. But Team GOSU, they definitely step. Pretty strong team now.
Yeah, in game 1. Game with the picks. I'm not sure which the trump card is, but I feel like maybe the trump card that they refer to could be the Bruno, could be the Leomord, because these two, especially the Leomord basic, has had an amazing performance in game 1.
Yeah,
the only mistake was that Kenry didn't recall fast enough because he thought the team could hold.
Yeah.
Burmese Ghouls did not let that happen.
Yeah, I like how Burmese Ghouls, they understood that this Masha is just buying a lot of time. They completely ignored them. But at the same time, you know, they were struggling a lot because of this Masha as well. And Burmese Ghouls, they might consider banning the Masha in the next pick here because it's super annoying. You still have to give credit towards the decision makings being made from Burmese Ghouls. Even in the middle fight and the late fights here. The supports coming from maybe with the glorious keep that in track here, and there was a few times here they made a little mistake here, right here. Maybe he knew as soon as he saw the damage output that by a little bit of time, and that was a self very
tried to come in and make something happen. Did not we did that the entire game up until those last 5 turnaround. Recognized the momentum ever so slightly.
But Burmese Ghouls was strong. Just dish out, bait out as much spells, and this was from Panda and Jack Paulo in time. Because of that, kind of overextended and just got punished, and this is where they were Burmese Ghouls, which allowed Team GOSU to just
this is where he redeemed himself. He to retreat cause what were caught and basing now. This is where Team GOSU started to go in, and it never happened. They tried. Responded to every single call the Team GOSU.
Yeah, Panda definitely a master of the jaw hit. Every single fight that they won. Even this one as well, they forced Breezy to have to back off, which opens up the map a little bit here for them to actually contest the crystal. And this time, you know, because of this opening of the map, right, they just got this entire control. They just able to aim objectives here. So very nicely done here from the side of Burmese School.
Yeah, and Krista is always going to be the final objective for any team. With that win, Burmese Ghouls, they have locked in officially first place. Not their standings anymore, but of course, this is not the end of the best of three. But is their territory.
Yeah, definitely here. But you know, currently Burmese Ghouls out of all the teams here so far, flawless victory, flawless till now. They have totaled up to about 7 points for sure, and if they take a 2-0
Yeah.
so undefeated